I know, are you ready? The light's red. Okay. So last year this time, it looked a lot different. I was recovering. I had had a C-section with my son. We were just celebrating. We had a baby boy. We have 2 older girls. We were pleasantly surprised to find out we were having a little boy. And our parents were just so excited. This is during COVID, so we were FaceTiming everybody from our hospital room. We had FaceTimed my parents and Mike's family that morning. I just remember talking to my dad on the FaceTime, and he was just talking about how excited he was to meet Chase because he was just determined we were going to finally have a boy. So he was really excited to meet him when we got out of the hospital the next day. That was it. We went about our day, and the doctors had just left our room later on that afternoon, and I had seen on my phone that I had a missed call from one of my aunts. Mike stepped out. I figured I better return her call real quick. All I can remember is her saying, "Congratulations, Jenny." But she was really somber about it. She wasn't it wasn't an excited congratulations, and I could just tell in her voice that something was wrong. It followed by letting me know that my dad had been in an accident and that they had worked on him for like an hour, and they had done all they could, but they couldn't save him. I just kind of sat there in shock, like, she's not talking about my dad. Like, I just talked to him a few hours ago. Like, there's no way I'm listening to her talk to me, but I'm like, it's not registering, you know? Here I am, holding my newborn that I just had hours before, and just thinking, like, I don't even, okay, I'm just gonna call my mom. I'm gonna figure out where my mom is, and I gotta call her. I made the hardest phone call I could have ever made, was telling my mom that her husband of almost 40 years had just died. I just remember that night, before I could even entertain just the resentment and the bitterness and the frustration and hurt that I could have entertained so easily. I turned on praise and worship music that night, and I just remember the way that God ministered through that music to me of, He is my everything, and He will be my everything, and I don't have to have it all figured out because He's in the details of all of it. And when I feel like I'm drowning, I have Him. There's nothing that I need to worry about. He's got it, you know. We serve a God that brings order to chaos that we experience in our lives. And He's just so into the details of the things that are going on in our lives that it's just amazing to me. I just remember praying that night, God, just don't let me miss your hand in the hard stuff. Through that, like, I decided that I wasn't gonna entertain the stuff that my brain and my flesh wanted to entertain, and that I was going to still praise Him in the storm. I'm just so thankful that He just was ever present in all of that stuff that was going on, and directing my feet and giving me a peace of that was like beyond comprehension. It's not fun, and it really sucks, to be honest, that He's not here to see His grandson that he was so excited to meet. But in the same time, if God's plan was to have all of that happen and have us go through all of this so that that could just bring one more person to know Him that doesn't know Him or is on the fence about putting their hope and faith in something so much bigger than them, then I'll give my dad to God every day. My name is Jenny Parker, and this is my story.